Put a little bit of the rub, nigga, I gotta be safe.
Let's get to the sports talk.
The game that will always be remembered for Myles Garrett and the helmet incident. Mason Rudolph had thrown 4 interceptions and he played terribly yesterday. So the reality is the Steelers' quarterback situation is a mess and they may be better off with Hodges.
What? Maybe. Definitely.
Let have Pat take this.
So I would argue this, that all of Pittsburgh thinks Mason Rudolph should be suspended just as long as Myles Garrett. Maybe not for anything that happened on the field, but they're all thinking, hey, get this guy out of here. Duck Hodges goes into L.A., gets a win on primetime football. He'd been sitting there watching Mason Rudolph not only throw helium balloons from Party City, which every single pass looks like, not only is he starting fights, the most vicious fight in NFL history, but the guy just flat out isn't good.
That's what happened. You make that mistakes, Coach will sit you and find a guy to give us a spark, a chance to win. And that's what he did. He bitched Mason Rudolph for Duck Hodges. And the spark he brought to them to win this game against the Bengals. Mason Rudolph ain't play good. He ain't play good against Cleveland. It had to do something with that too. You throw them 4 picks against Cleveland. They will try to give you another chance the next game you play. And the next game he played terrible. And Mike Thomas said, I'm not having it no more. He benched him and tried to find a spark, and he did.
You get Ducky Hodges in there with his duck call, quack, quack, quack. They start making a run there. It's going to be tough to stop the Steelers, especially if Duck Hodges is leading the flock.
Right?
We'll send that to.
I'm not 100% sure what I want to ask you coming off of that, so let me talk about the Browns. The Browns have a ridiculously easy schedule the remainder of the way. And when I say that, I'm not exaggerating. They play this showdown game with the Steelers. They still have Cincinnati twice. I told you the Bengals are 0-11. They get Arizona, which feels like a highly winnable game, and then, of course, the showdown with the Ravens. They're not really fighting for the division anyway. They're probably hopelessly out of that. Rex, are the Browns going to make the playoffs?
There's no chance they will. But yes, they're going.
There we go. That's what we like to hear.
I had to do it because I know you love it when I say it. But I'm looking at, look, you got a quarterback that's underrated. I mean, Baker Mayfield's underrated.
As hell?
Underrated as hell? He really, he finally he's taking care of the football. He had the 1 bad interception yesterday. But yes, look, they've had the talent to win all these games, you know. But look, who's going to beat them? Pittsburgh?
The Browns have it in their hands. It's all about, can Baker take them to that promised land? That's the playoffs. Can he do what he's been doing for the past week? Take care of the football. Minus the 1 bad mistake he made yesterday. Other than that, he's been taking care of the football. It's all about can he do it. It takes a long time for a chemistry to come along. The chemistry for shoulder to shoulder come along with the Browns. Yeah, Duck Hodges is a good quarterback, but they can beat them. They can beat the Steelers. You can ride a hot hand for so long, but at some point, it's not going to be hot at all. Because teams are going to figure out what Hodges can do. They figure out how to stop it. I feel like the Steelers are not going to make the playoffs. I feel like they're not. Because if the Browns beat them, Steelers not making the playoffs. Because Cleveland have their number right now. If Cleveland could go in there and beat them in Heinz Field, they can make the playoffs. But they got to continue winning. Because the Ravens is a dominant team. It's all about can Baker take care of business.
with Ducky Hodges or some goose playing quarterback? I don't know. They got no chance. They're terrible. Then you're going to look at Cincinnati. I love how it was 82% chance to win, and then when they go to Cincinnati, because that is a gauntlet
place to play.
It goes to 71%. What? Are you kidding? Like, they can't beat anybody. So I think they got a chance. Like the schedule, I've never seen an easier schedule.
Here's the thing. The schedule is incredibly easy, but the reality, you just saw that Buffalo's going to get in the playoffs. The chances of Buffalo.
They don't
so
play
you're talking about
anybody
you're talking about fighting for one spot. And that's the Raiders. It's the Colts.
Yep.
It's the Tennessee Titans, who I know you're very high on. Cleveland going to make it or not?
I don't think Cleveland makes it strictly because the Indianapolis Colts, who have an MVP, Jacoby Brissett at quarterback, is potentially going to leave.
I hesitate with
Cleveland has the best chance out of those 4 teams to make it because everything that Cleveland was doing at the beginning of the year that hurt them, turnovers and penalties, they're not doing.
They just swung a helmet.
You know who got the best turnover ratio last month? Cleveland Brown. Everyone, thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, more analysis.